Bigfoot, yeah! You're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Bobo wants to be the very best. The best that never was. To catch Squatch is his real quest. To train them is his cause. That doesn't seem right. Hey guys, what's up? What's good? Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Dan. In the past few episodes, I know some people have been thinking, probably, if you've seen my other videos, Dan's so conceited. He's so full of himself. But the truth is, I'm actually not. Another! And this is Coffee with Dan. So, if you've seen some of my other episodes, I try to stick towards stuff that's fun. I try not to go too far over the board, but I keep watching Finding Bigfoot. I'm going to do another video on them. This one, I believe they're in Minnesota. That's where we're going today. We are going to be going with Finding Bigfoot to Minnesota. This is season... It's a season. I'm not sure which one. Alright, so let's introduce the guys real quick. First, we have Matt, the founder. I like to call him Captain Biased, because he's the captain of this group of people that just everything that happens in the woods is Squatch. Then we got Cliff. He's the analytics guy. Don't ask me what qualifies him to be an analytics guy. I literally tried to Google this man and could not, for the life of me, find anything about him. Just sketchy, to say the least. And then we got Bobo, which I am like 95% convinced that that man is just a Squatch that someone shaved mostly naked, educated, and just let his hair, just luscious locks, just grow out. That man is awesome. I actually genuinely like this guy. He's hilarious, got a good sense of humor, and I feel like he actually would be chill to hang out with. He's really the only one in the group that I'd be like, yeah, I'd hang out with him. And then we got Renee. That's an Ernest reference. For those of you that didn't get that last time, that's an Ernest reference. Renee. And she is the actual biologist. She tends to rein everything back in and be the kind of voice of reason, from what I've noticed. I feel like I would be along the same lines of her as far as analytics and seeing videos and or pictures and being like, dude, that looks like a hoax. Let's go ahead and watch this bad boy. It's a doozy, so prepare yourself. Here we go.
Tonight on Finding Bigfoot. For centuries, the sprawling forests and farmlands of northern Minnesota near the Canadian border have been home to a vast array of wild creatures, and according to some, Bigfoot.
While camping up here, local BFRO member Andy Pieper recorded a series of howls that he thinks might be a Bigfoot. There's wolves in northern Minnesota.
That sounded like a wolf to me.
Many of the things you hear in his recording are these wolves. But he was saying the group was also hearing another louder sound that was clearly not from the wolves and coming from a different direction.
Right. It kind of just sounds like a wolf straining to howl louder. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard like a dog kind of. My dog is old. When he barks or whines, it's like. Also, have you watched Scooby-Doo? Like Jinkies, man. Like Zoink Scoob. It's Scooby-Doo. Oh my gosh, dude, it's Scooby-Doo. I think I discovered where Scooby-Doo lives. It's in Minnesota, apparently.
We were getting our camp set up when wolves started howling. Joining the wolves suddenly was this other voice that was much louder. I mean, it was just this guttural, you could hear this deep guttural intonation.
We're dying to have you point out where on the tape that you believe it's the Sasquatch.
Okay. That's a wolf. There.
Really?
That's it. See how different that was
Sure.
than the wolves?
That one does sound
Why
a little
not?
different than the other
Okay.
wolf calls. It was louder and definitely more guttural.
A local BFRO contact hooked us up with some vehicles.
Oh, one of those swamp buggy things. Those things are sick. I love it. I mean, all of these things. I love these things. It is Minnesota. That would be a ton of fun. I'll give that.
These amphibious vehicles were a blast. And I got to see a side of Cliff that I've never seen before.
Power!
He's supposed to be this zen, peaceful man, doesn't kill bugs, lets everything live.
Do it, Cliff! Oh!
Frick! This thing is incredible, jeez.
And he was mowing them down.
These amphibious vehicles are off the hook.
Off the hook, dude. Oh my gosh, that would be fun, I'm not gonna lie. I would have a blast.
Well, I know that Sasquatch and I have a lot in common, and what I like, they like, and I like this spot.
It's just more proof that he is a Squatch. Bobo is a Squatch. I'm calling it now. Wait a few years when they officially discover it. When Bobo stumbles across his long-lost lover, okay? I guarantee you that is an educated Squatch, shaved up to right about here. Okay, maybe a little bit here. Got that chest hair, who knows? He's huge. I think he's a Bigfoot.
Look at this. Look at all these. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Trees!
5.
Nice tree.
These are markers.
Oh.
I was interested in these tree breaks we found toward the center of the island. It looked like there was an unusual cluster of them about the height that a Sasquatch, if it wanted to break it off.
It is kind of weird.
If a tree falls in the woods, was it a Squatch? Ha!
Broken sticks in a certain configuration would be like a signpost. So that's what I'm wondering if that's what I'm looking at.
Hey Matt, we got a naturally killed deer over here, and its remains are scattered all throughout this big game trail right along the tree line.
With a dead deer in the woods and broken trees in the woods, I think we have a Squatch here, dude. Because what kind of woods do you have broken trees in? And what kind of woods do you have dead wildlife in? It doesn't happen ever. No, not one, never, ever. Not in a million years. Trees don't fall. They don't break in the woods, and that couldn't be people. People don't hunt out there. No, this is freaking rural country, dude. Who hunts in the country? What a stupid idea. Hunting, where nature is.
Let me know when you're in position. I was going to do a real high-pitched whistle and wanted you to answer with a high-pitched scream.
Okay, I think that's okay with me.
Pretty good. I never heard that one from you.
Me neither.
My Bigfoot's gone through puberty.
Pretty good. I think it's a horny Squatch. Ha!
Nice to know they finally dropped.
Oh, that could have been a good joke if you didn't say the bum at the end. So awkward.
Come on, big 9-footer. Show yourself.
Oh, don't find me. I don't want to be found. I'm hiding in the woods.
Did you hear that?
I did hear that. There it is again.
That little growl thing I just heard, that is definitely a bear. It sounds exactly like a bear. It sounds like what you're encountering, if that's not dubbed over. It's so easy to fake audio, is a bear. And in that case, you should probably be careful.
2 big old rocks dropped in the water. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard that the second time.
Kerplunk.
So what happened after you heard that noise?
We just said, okay, our choices are to go after it or to continue. We decided to go after it until we shined the light over there and we saw that it was actually a huge barrier of almost nothing but poison ivy.
I thought you said you'd do anything to get a Squatch, Cliff.
And I don't think I want to do that.
Coward! You should have gone through the poison ivy, dude.
You should have gone
through the poison ivy.
You blew it for all of us! That could have been the Squatch! Come on, Cliff. Analytics.
For us to pick up and leave completely would be a bad move. We gotta have somebody stick around for a while, and Bobo volunteered to do it.
Wishing you luck, Bobo.
I don't need luck, I got looks.
Yeah, you do, Bobo! Hell yeah, you do, Bobo! You sexy Bobo! I know Jennifer Lawrence is somewhere, her and Gal Gadot, and Beyonce probably, actually. And they're waiting for you, Bobo. They're waiting for a sexy man like you, a shaved up Squatch man. Mr. Steal Your Man, or Steal Your Wham Man. Respect Wham.
I got the fire going not only for mosquitoes, but also to kind of put out a signal, some scent, some smoke to the Squatches if they're around, like, hey, there's people around, and hopefully, you know, they're bored and want to come check it out.
See, I get the idea that like the curiosity will bring them in, but I also don't like that thought. Most wildlife, when they know a human or a predator or something large is out there, they avoid it, right? I know Squatch is supposed to be this huge creature. Generally speaking, most wildlife are going to want to be away from fire, just a natural fear of, you know, fire. You have these animals that don't really want to be around humans, right? Basically, you said that these guys are kind of evasive. They don't want to be seen often. So why then would a guy in the woods camping with a freaking fire attract him in? Unless Bobo is a Bigfoot. He's a Bigfoot. You watch.
I'm real hopeful and confident that I'm gonna get some.
He is gonna get some. Yeah, he is. Sexy beast. Come on, son.
There's an old trailer house on the right-hand side. And there he was, looking into the trailer house windows.
Buh! Oh, I didn't like that animation. Oh, it looked like Jack Link's beef jerky. Did you see that thing? What? Why did they make that thing look so hideous?
I bring the Sunday paper over to the neighbor, and on the way back, there's this big black thing sitting there.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful! Whoa! I thought we were in the north. I didn't know we were in Alabama.
I stayed there and watched it. It got up and walked on the 2 back feet.
Whoa! Almost like a human would do in a ghillie suit.
This noise was nothing like I've ever heard. It was no bear, wolves, coyotes, cats, nothing. It was like something was trying to clear their throat, like kind of.
You just heard someone getting choked out behind a tree. I think it's a Squatch! Ooh, I think it's a Squatchy! That's crazy, laugh to tell the BFRO. Cool animal I'm planning on in here. Come on.
During the meeting, people told us their stories. We asked each and every one of those people to stay after the meeting and to come up and mark down on the.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They're marking it down on a physical map. Cool idea because it's easy for everyone to kind of just circle the general area on the map where they think it is, but it lets everyone know where everyone's sightings are. So then if someone wants to make a fake sighting, all they have to do is put it in one of these, you know, denser areas or even just within the general vicinity, right? And boom, you got falsified evidence. Maybe use digital and like hides, like use a digital map, mark as the person's name, Squatch, boom. Squatch, Minnesota, or whatever location you're at. That way, when people go to mark stuff, it'd be more accurate, and you don't have to worry too much about, you know, people seeing where everybody else's dots are. That's good coffee.
Hey, look at this. So I just found some strands of hair in this utility pole, and utility poles are a great place to look for evidence because animals use them as scratching posts. This hair.
This is something that a lot of people actually don't know. You never put DNA evidence into plastic bags because the plastic can actually contaminate the DNA. So when you see him putting it in that plastic bag down at the bottom here, you'll know that it's actually a better method because it won't contaminate the DNA as bad. Use paper when collecting DNA, never use plastic. Something they show on CSI shows all the time that is just inaccurate. And it looks cool because it's like, oh, a little bitty plastic bag, you can see everything in it. But it will actually contaminate the data, so it's good for him. You know what? I'm pretty, that's good data collection. Finally, something they're doing right, you know? That's good. Good job. Applaud, thank you. It's for, it's for Bobo though, not for me. But you know what? I actually, bring it in for me. That's, Bobo, you're doing good. Proud of you, man. You sexy big old man.
I'll go ahead and I'll head on down there and...
Great, yeah, we'll get an idea.
Jenna was adamant that she used a particular branch along that tree line to estimate its height. So I volunteered to run down there and stand there myself to give scale.
Was it at the top of it, or was it lined up to the bottom of the branch?
It would be at the top of that cluster.
All right, guys, I'm 6 foot. The branch is 4 foot. You need to add a foot for my arm. So you're talking about 11 feet, Jenna.
At 11 feet, an animal of that size is going to have a lot of difficulty crossing through these open pastures to connect to these woods. that animal would have an impossible time remaining hidden.
I also find it interesting that in the last episode, they said the average height of Bigfoot, I believe, was 7.5 feet, and now they're going up to 11 feet? Dude, what the heck? That's a huge range. 11 feet. 11 feet is standing in the deep end at the pool with their hand out of the water, touching the bottom of the pool. Man, they got long arms. That's like the getting out of the deep end of the pool and just kind of like quickly going on your tiptoes to take a breath. How would it escape? How would it hide? How would something that big stay unnoticed? You know what I mean? I mean, I guess technically it's not completely unnoticed. You know, there's like 50 people, I guess, that have seen or heard this creature. Having the BFRO, Bigfoot people out there in the woods. Well, you know what? They're probably scaring it all away. Now that I'm thinking about it. What if Bigfoot is like this quiet creature that just wants to vibe in the woods, and you go out there and he's just, and here's, and he's like, holy, what was that? Oh, hold on, wifey, kid, we gotta get out of here. There's some wacky creatures. I think they're human. Don't ask me every time why they come into the woods they make whack noises like this. Let's just get out of here. It's too loud.
And I saw these cars, then I glanced over there and I saw that thing. He had his hand on one side of the windows and he would kind of look in there, you know, like a nosy person. And then he turned and he kind of looked this way.
Sasquatches in this particular area seem to be very bold.
Oh my good lord, man. Did you see the swagger that Bigfoot had? Did you see that? He was Conor McGregor. He was just walking like, oh yeah, mother, oh. Dude got some swagger, just walking through the woods like this. Good lord.
Yeah,
To the top of the head.
He was huge. I never saw such a huge thing in my life.
How is it that your brain is probably so huge, but you're so dumb?
I believe Lorraine saw a Sasquatch.
These guys almost never doubt the people they talk to. Almost never. Dang it, that just turned off. Great. Hold on. Boom! Background lit. How does that look? Hold on. This actually could be cool. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. That looks good.
You're alive.
Barely.
Hi,
I have to get a blood transfusion, dude. The mosquitoes took it all out of me.
Oh my gosh, poor Bobo. This dude's scarred for life. Dude got sucked dry.
I'm gonna come back out now.
Very good. It was a daylight sighting, yet you were so close to the thing. So yeah, my vote goes to it was a Sasquatch.
Whoa! No way! Oh! Yo, I didn't see that coming. Matt? Dude, you think... If Matt thinks it's a Squatch. Dude, it's gotta be a Squatch. This is so exciting.
After speaking to several eyewitnesses around here, we're learning that Sasquatches up here seem to be bigger, and they're apparently not afraid to show themselves in broad daylight.
They're gonna try to get to the coolest place they can. And the deepest, darkest part of the gorge where the Kettle River is where all these come together. That's where it's gonna be coolest, right there, and that's where we're at right now.
Tonight, the plan is mobile call blasting. We've narrowed down our search to this river gorge. Bobo and Renee are gonna be walking a trail along the river through the gorge. Matt and I are gonna put a mobile call blaster on top of our vehicle and drive the roads on top of the canyon walls. Okay, I got the recorder. Radio Bobo and Renee, let them know we're doing this.
All right, we're gonna go now in 10 seconds. Let it roll again.
Stop. Come on, Bigfoot.
Come here, Bigfoot. Come on. That's what you need to try next.
Cliff and I walked all the way back to base camp and met up with Renee and Bobo there. Whatever it was we heard in the woods didn't follow us back there.
This might be the most Squatch habitat I've seen, like where they could hide so easy with a lot of food. It's super frustrating to put in this much effort and time to get skunked at a place that you're so hopeful for. I mean, there's places I go to, I don't got that high of hopes. I'm hopeful, but I don't expect stuff. I really expected something to happen out here.
Dude, didn't see a jack squatch. I feel like something they should do when they go to a location, at least as a group, they should have maybe the wildlife biologist, maybe Renee, I don't know, all of them just get very familiar with the different known wildlife noises. That means birds, that means insects, and that means amphibians when the amphibians call. Okay, and then also, you know, like the mammal calls and the different like things, because like for when they hear chirps, they'd be like, oh, that doesn't sound like a frog, but what could it be? It could be a fox, it could be a coyote, or, you know, a chirp could be a skunk. Skunks do a little bit of a chirping noise. So those could be like 3 things. So that when they hear all these noises that are mysterious in the woods, right? Because if you don't know something, you hear something you've never heard before in the woods, and you don't know the wildlife that well in the general area, you can get all kinds of theories on what. This is why, like, when I go out at night, I like to research, you know, what noises. So I know a lot of frog calls, a lot of bird calls. So when I hear things at night, a lot of the times, at least in northwestern PA, I will be able to identify that based on the call. And it's all knowing the wildlife, where you're going and where you're at. Last little drop right there. Thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure you like it. Yeah, and subscribe to my channel. That'd be dope. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. If you want to know what this channel is about, we have 3 main streams of content. We have storytelling and skits. We have this type, which is hilarious commentary. And then we have the third, which is the one I'm really excited about. It recently came out, Adventure Awaits, which is basically, I'm a wildlife biologist. I know I say that a ton. We go out, we find these amazing creatures, and I talk about them. It's a capture and release situation and the different wildlife we found. Go ahead and check those out. I'll put a link here for you guys to watch. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it, guys. Have a great day. God bless. See you next time. Squatch! Peace.